It is... Hey, what's up, cinnamon buns? Welcome back to my channel! I just realized I have a huge logo on my shirt. That was a coincidence. I'm not sponsored by this brand. I just only noticed it. So yeah, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not sponsored on anything. I bought this. Christmas is officially over. I hope you all were kind of able to celebrate normally. Here in Germany we are currently in a lockdown, which means that, I mean, all of you guys know what a lockdown is, of course, because almost everybody has been affected by it. So yeah, all the shops are closed, all cafes and restaurants and stuff, and the amount of people you are able or allowed to meet is very limited. So I just celebrated with my super close family. We were very few people. Since 2020 is finally over in a few days, I thought that I would show you guys which video games I got in 2020, because I personally love those kind of videos and maybe you guys want to see it too, but I just realized one video game is missing. Wait a second. I just found it. Yeah, in one of my last videos I told you guys that I would hopefully be able to play more video games since we are dealing with a lot of restrictions at the moment, but it was the opposite because I actually had to work during this pandemic, also during lockdown and stuff, so my plan of enjoying more video games didn't go well. That's why some of the games I'm going to show you guys are still sealed, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. I'm going to drink some caffeine first. The first one I'm going to show you guys is this. It is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Those games aren't for everybody, I know that, but I personally like them because they are usually very calming and the music is calming and stuff, and yeah, you can explore these dungeons and caves, you can make friends, you can be a Pokemon, which is very cool. I usually am either Pikachu or Charmander because Charmander used to be my starter in Pokemon Red back when I was a kid. I haven't finished it though because other games were released after this. The big Animal Crossing, by the way, in case you were wondering. Before Animal Crossing New Horizons was released, I actually received a physical copy of the game I've been wanting to play for ages. I've actually played the digital copy a bit. It is Stranger Things 3. I got this because I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. I love those, I just wanted to say movies. It's not a movie, it's a series on Netflix. Also not sponsored. Oh my god, I always have to say that I'm not sponsored by this brand or this brand. Stranger Things is a series on Netflix in case you live behind a rock. The art style reminds me of those old school Game Boy Advance games. As I said before, I've played the digital copy, which means that I'm keeping this sealed and I'm just going to add the box to my collection. So yeah, before I could even start one of the two games properly. March was around the corner, and you know what happened in March? All my fellow Animal Crossing fans know what's up. I don't think I can describe how much Animal Crossing means to me. I think you have to grow up with the games to really understand how much those games can mean to a person. So the second latest Animal Crossing game was Animal Crossing New Leaf on the Nintendo 3DS. It was released 7 years ago, which makes me feel like super old because, yeah, 7 years ago. The initial release date was, I think, in November 2019, but they postponed it. They just wanted to make sure that Animal Crossing would be perfect for us, and for me it is perfect already. And I've played, I think, was it 200 or 300 or 400 hours? I've played a lot of Animal Crossing, especially at night, because I usually only have time to play games at night, so I kind of cheated a little bit because I set my clock on the Nintendo Switch a few hours back so that I can still play during daytime in the game, although it's already night. The next one is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which is it's not a remake. What's the word? It's a re-release of the very famous Wii game, which is called Xenoblade Chronicles. And Xenoblade Chronicles was later re-released on the new Nintendo 3DS. It was a new Nintendo 3DS only game in this time. And I've actually played the one for the new Nintendo 3DS back when it was released, so I was a huge fan of it. I played about 100 hours on my 3DS, and those of you guys who have played it on the 3DS, you know that the graphics are, yeah, they are like really downscaled, and they kind of make your eyes hurt a bit, but I didn't care. I played 100 hours anyway and that's why I was really excited to play it in HD. Then I bought myself Bioshock The Collection. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be an Xbox 360 girl back in the day. I think it was in 2007 or 2006. I can't even remember. I just remember that I used to play the first Bioshock game with my boyfriend I had at the time, before he broke up with me. But I used to play this a lot. And I was very excited to replay it on my own, which is funny because I always thought that my gaming skills would not be sufficient for such a game, but it turned out to be okay for me. I played the first one and the second one, which is called Bioshock 2. But I didn't play Bioshock Infinite because it made me really motion sick. The next one I got was actually a gift from my husband. It is the SpongeBob Squarepants game for the Switch. For some reason, I always want to say for the Wii U, which is like so wrong. Why do I keep saying Wii U? Stupid me. Yeah, it is. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Like in each video something happens. In every single one. I just dropped my camera into my coffee, which was, well, it was kind of my fault because I put the coffee under the little chair the tripod is sitting on. And yeah, my camera just fell in my coffee. Then I got Paper Mario Origami King. I'm actually playing this at the moment, like again. I played when it was released, but I stopped because of Animal Crossing, and I've started playing it again. It is really fun, and I like that almost all the villains are real origami. It is really fun. The only thing I don't like about this game is the fact that the boss battles, some of them are ridiculously hard. Like, I don't know if it is because I suck at playing video games or if they just are very hard. I don't know. Some of them make me rage quit, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm just not good at playing video games. I don't know. The rest is fun though. I love collecting those hidden toads, and the dialogues are fun as well. Then I got Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which was a pleasant announcement by Nintendo. I think they announced it 1 week before it actually released. I was so stressed out. Okay, so little story time. I never pre-order regular games. I never do that. I just don't see the point why I should pre-order a regular copy which is not limited or anything. Why should I pre-order it when I just can go to the store and grab it? Well, not during a pandemic, but you know what I mean. So I only pre-order special editions only. And I have to say, I didn't really pay close attention to what they were saying. Maybe they said that and I just didn't hear it. But I was 100% sure that this is like just a game you can buy whenever you want. Oh, I was so wrong. So it turns out that you can only buy Super Mario 3D All-Stars until next year, both physically and digitally. I had no idea, so of course I missed pre-orders. I was checking eBay, of course, those scalpers set up like all those auctions for the game, and they wanted like 800 euros and stuff, which is... absolutely crazy. Luckily I waited a bit because I was able to snatch a pre-order of this game on MediaMarkt, my trusty old MediaMarkt, and I also ended up getting a copy from Nintendo of Germany, and I gave my personal pre-order away, but I kept the copy of Nintendo of Germany. So what Nintendo did was they made all the old school games playable on a normal HD TV, because you surely know this issue. If you plug in a Nintendo 64 to your TV, it's like super fuzzy and blurry and it's not fun to play, but you can actually play all these games in HD. I've played all of them. Super Mario 64, I played this when I was a little kid. I played this with my best friend in primary school. I also played Super Mario Sunshine, which is hated by a lot of people, but it's actually my all-time favorite Super Mario game. You can hate me for that. I don't care. It's just my personal opinion. I think I finished Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. I'm not sure about this, but I replayed it and I refinished it on this cartridge. So yeah, super fun. Then I got a copy from Nintendo of Germany of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I haven't been able to play this yet, but I played it on the Wii U and I know that it's super fun. Pikmin games are seriously the best. You can play with different kinds of Pikmin, and you have all these small missions, and yeah, it's so fun. Highly recommend this. And then I have two more games I wasn't able to unpack yet. It is Fitness Boxing 2, which will be a nice addition to my Ring Fit adventure, because yeah, I'm sure most of you guys know this issue, but I got a little corona job around my belly. I need to get rid of that, so I hope that playing Ring Fit Adventure and this will help me. And the latest Nintendo Switch game I got was Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Hey, I knew the English title. I'm proud of myself. And last but not least, I got a Nintendo 3DS game for Christmas. It is called Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and this is the third version of this game I own. Yeah, that's just me. You don't have to understand this. So I played it on the Wii U, I played it on the Nintendo Switch, and now I have it on the Nintendo 3DS, and no matter how many times I play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, it keeps being fun. I just love this. So in case you didn't know, it all starts with Captain Toad and Toadette, and Toadette is kidnapped by this huge bird, and you have to save her, and on the way to save her you have to solve these puzzles, and they are just so nicely made and so fun. I just love this. And the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS version, they have some Super Mario Odyssey inspired levels. So this is my third time playing this and it keeps being fun. So here are all the games I got in 2020. Not much compared to my usual standard. There were times last year where I bought this many games in 1 month, but I'm proud of myself because that's all I got in 2020. Yeah. I used to be crazy. I spent every single cent I had on video games, but not anymore. Yay! So I would really like to know which games you guys got during 2020. Please leave a comment below. I love reading your guys' comments. I'm not always able to reply to all of you guys' comments, but I read every single one and I love reading your guys' thoughts and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye!